Good morning, my name is Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest, and today I'm at property address 1216 Northwest Birch Street here in McMinnville, Oregon. I'm located on top of the roof. There's a 4-inch cast iron vent. This will be my point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. This is a rescope. I was out here about a week ago. There was a lot of debris in the pipe, so much so that we couldn't inspect. So we've had the line jetted out. Now we're going to find out what the condition is and see why so much debris was getting packed up inside the sewer line. Here we go. Okay, here at 5 feet from the point of access, or I'm sorry, where I zeroed out the camera. I zeroed the camera at the very bottom of the vent. But 5 feet from that point, it transitions from 4-inch cast iron to 6-inch concrete. Okay, here at 58 feet, we have reached the terminus for the line. And there's still a reasonable amount of standing water and debris sitting in the pipe here, so I'm going to reel back. We'll have a better picture on the way back. My camera lens is getting gunked up the whole time on the way out, as you can see there. We'll hopefully have a little bit better picture. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, the first about 30 feet of the pipe, 25, 30 feet, there's about an inch of standing water in spots. You can see there's still a ton of debris. And I believe, there's enough debris there that it's difficult to tell if it's just simply due to the wrong stuff going down the pipe. More than likely, there's a belly in the line where the pipe has lost grade, which is why it's all collecting here. Now, this is what the line looks like after it's been jetted out under high pressure water. So unfortunately, there is going to need to be some repair work here. It looks like the concrete section has just lost grade. The end part of it, there's only maybe a 1/16 of an inch of water sitting on the pipe there, and some of that's going to be due to some of the debris still sitting in the line from the jet process. So I am going to recommend a spot repair to correct the grade from right here at where it transitions from cast iron to concrete. That's as soon as you start seeing the standing water. Once you drop over this, you get standing water, and there's about a 1/2 inch here. And as you move out, it gets much deeper. There's a ton of debris. So I am going to push out here to the end of the belly in the line. And then we'll get this mapped out for repair. I'll be using green paint. Okay, here at about 39 feet is where I see the water start to dissipate again, and you don't have all the debris and stuff. And from this point on out, there's very little, if at all, standing water. The hydrojet kind of blends up all the toilet paper, and it doesn't all get out, unfortunately, and so some of that will still be sitting on the bottom of the flow line and causing some water to stand. So from this point on out, I'm not terribly concerned about the amount of standing water. It's very minimal. But from this point back, there's still a ton of debris, an inch or more of standing water, and it's due to likely the grade loss in the line, where the pipe has sunken down, and there's essentially a belly in it where it's sagging, and it's called reverse grade. The water can't flow out of there with gravity anymore. So I'm going to mark here back to the cast iron transition. It's about a 35-foot long repair. I'll be using green paint. I'll mark either end of the spot repair with a green X, and then I'll do lines in between indicating the direction the pipe is running, as well as depths written on the ground. And I'll mention all those locations here in just a moment. Okay, I did successfully locate the camera head here at just about 40 feet. We're actually in the backyard. So what that means is where it terminates at 58 feet is not out at the street. It's actually back on property. And so what I would recommend is contacting the city to see if there is a contract for an easement on this property, or if possibly there is a possible party line situation. Those are the two things that need to be checked on. And if it's a party line, you need to check to see if that's okay to exist that way. Some counties and cities, they're not allowed to be party lines anymore. In some places they are. So that's worth checking out. I'm going to go ahead and keep reeling back here. I'm going to do markings about every 10 feet. And right now, they're at 40 feet. That green X is underneath the concrete back patio at 2 feet 9 inches deep. It's possible the reason the line settled is because of the concrete sitting on top of it. The weight of that possibly could have pushed down on the line. That's hard to say, but either way, there is grade loss here. I'm going to go ahead and stop here and do another marking. From this point, I'll do lines until I hit the transition, and I'll do another green X. Okay, I did another marking here at 29 feet, still under the concrete patio in the back. And here I'm getting 3 feet 5 inches deep. A little bit deeper than I thought it would be. Generally in a belly you're going to see alternating depths. In the middle of the belly actually be deeper than part of the line out further, and that's because it's sunken. If the repair is going to be around 3 feet in this area, just use caution. As I'm locating through a lot of concrete, that can impede the signal a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and keep rolling back. Okay, I'm going to do another marking here at 20 feet. Okay, I've done another marking here at 20 feet where we've now crossed over into the grass in the backyard, and we're at 3 feet in depth here. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and mark here at the cast iron transition as well. This will be my last marking. This will be just also in the back of the home. Actually, I'll mark this with a green T indicating the transition point. Okay, I do have the spot repair all mapped out. At the transition, it's also 3 feet in depth. I'm going to go ahead and reel back. Again, I do recommend a spot repair from 5 feet out to 40 feet to replace the concrete pipe that has lost grade, to restore proper flow. Also, just as important, I recommend contacting the city to check on if there's a contract for an easement, or if they have records showing a party line, and to see if it can exist that way or not. As there's about 3 or 4 homes here. If it were a party line, it could be attached to. And I simply don't have the time to test every single one of those homes, unfortunately. So you have to contact the city. They generally have as-built records showing how a sewer is set up.